submarine Cold War veteran and a long-time former registered Republican.
Former, you got better.
Thanks for the warm welcome.
Welcome.
Enlisted into U.S. Navy in May 1991, qualified for and served on a nuclear submarine, which I helped build and ultimately served on, honorably discharged after the first Gulf War in 1991. When I left the service of our country, I was ready for leveraging my extensive training, experience, and knowledge to support capitalism and making some money. I wanted the American dream of a family, home, garage, backyard, and a barbecue grill. Did that stuff for a couple of decades while continuing to support the core principles of the Republican Party, which were deregulation of corporations, lower taxes, free trade, free market capitalism, restrictions on labor unions, and a robust defense budget, because you got to pay for a $900 million nuclear submarine somehow. Then two events and two people in my life changed my perspective. Boom! Event one was the 2004 Bush-Cheney-Kerry Edwards presidential campaign. My partner and me were living in Boulder, Colorado, a strong bastion of liberal Democrats. She was a former hippie chick, very liberal.
Is that you?
Me,
Nope.
middle-of-the-road conservative. But she challenged me to discuss why Bush's platform was so good, and in return, she would do the same for Kerry's platform. We actually talked about it, the issues, the good, the bad, and why we would vote for one or the other. It was really brilliant. She made me more aware of the environmental tragedies caused by capitalistic greed and fossil fuel extraction, as well as the need for comprehensive social safety net for those less fortunate and in need. I in turn explained why a strong military is vital for keeping sea lanes open for free trade and our continued fight against global tyranny and terrorism. It was as it should be, both listening to each other as we posed our perspectives. I still voted across Republican Party lines, though, for that election, but I was better prepared to research and keeping an open mind for the future. Boom! Event 2 happened, 2017 to the present. My current and forever partner, Joni Gosshorn, we live in Northern California. She's a liberal. Me, am still kind of mired in middle-of-the-road conservatism. However, over the past few years, her passion has helped me embrace and increased awareness and understanding of homelessness and its tearing apart of our social fabric. The needs of those less fortunate folks, especially those who have been thrown into complete disarray from the past devastating Northern California fires and all those natural disasters in other parts of the country. Also, the tragic environmental and ecological problems that have been exacerbated by an exponentially escalating climate change and the mismanagement of our government. Being inclusive, respectful, and compassionate of everyone that touches our lives. I got all that from Joni, and really so much more. As a privileged white male over the last handful of decades, I didn't really pay much regard to any of those things until I was made aware and witnessed it much for myself. Thank you, Joni, for making me a better human being. And I could no longer live with my conscience of supporting and voting for those politicians in a party that continues to deny these issues, facilitate injustices, and threaten our democracy. I did formally register myself as a Democrat, aligning with their philosophies and agendas. It's a good, happy ending to the story. In summary, I sacrificed an awful lot in spending a little over 10 years on a submarine, making lots of holes in the waters of the oceans and seas of the world, wholly in support of this Constitution that we talked about today and the preamble that David read. That gives us all the rights and freedoms that we should hold dear. That's why I served, plus the dress uniform was pretty cool too. I respectfully ask four things from you all. Continue to embrace and be passionate about our democracy, our rights and freedoms of our sovereign nation. Vote for those that champion the principles and intent of our Constitution, climate change mitigation, and social justice in any local, county, state, or federal elections. encourage others to vote if they haven't done so, or to register to vote so that they can make up their mind on who the best choices are, and take the time to listen to the perspectives of those who think differently. Keep an open mind. They may enlighten you on stuff you didn't think about or didn't know. Happened to me. I'm forever grateful. I am democracy. You are democracy. Keep it alive, baby.
We are democracy.